So, looks like I decided to make a video earlier than the next month time frame that I had given. Also not wearing my glasses. Yeah, I'm a crazy kind of guy. And I'm still playing with the Gorilla Pod, which I think is totally fucking awesome. Oh, sorry, excuse the language. Anyways, the purpose of this video is actually due to me playing more on YouTube and just looking at other people's body modification videos, and just, you know, kind of processing my thoughts and just talking about what I'm seeing other people say. One thing, and I've covered this before in my other body modification videos a couple times, is I can't stand it when people who are into body modification say, like, well, I don't think this is too extreme, except for this, you know, and it's like, I hate it when people draw that line, like, these X, Y, and Z things are okay, but as soon as you do this, that's where you went too far. You know, it's like, no, there's no too far. Too far is, like, you know, cutting your head off. And up until you get to that point, in my eyes, you are doing what you want to do to your body. You are owning yourself. And you should be allowed to do that without ridicule, or, you know, without somebody else saying, like, that's too far, you know. You know, facial tattoos, lots of people think are extreme. I plan on getting facial tattoos someday. That is not too extreme. That's been done for thousands of years, like in tribes and stuff, you know. Like, no, come on. That's what gave birth to body modification. People doing stuff like that, like the African tribes that like do like the lip plates and you know crazy like facial scarification and stuff like that. Like, that is what allowed, you know, it to become mainstream. That's why I'm doing what I do now. It's because of that, you know, like, that's where it came from, and you can't put that down, you know. I don't think so, at least. You know, there's nothing that's too extreme until you're killing yourself, you know. Up until that point, you should be allowed to do whatever you like. And if you're, like I said, of sound mind, if you're an adult, if you're not hurting anybody else, the sky's the limit, you know? I was making a joke about this, obviously, but I was watching somebody else's video and they were saying, like, you know, everything is fine until you get to facial tattoos, that's too extreme. And then she she said, oh, if you get your navel pierced, I don't like that because that means you're a slut. And hey, woohoo, I got my navel pierced, but I'm not a slut, you know. I've been in a steady monogamous relationship for over 5 years now. I know she wasn't talking about me, you know. I knew who she was talking about. But I thought it was kind of funny because I have my navel pierced, and she was like, but you know, navel piercings are disgusting and they're gross, and it totally means you're a slut if you have one. So I just thought it was funny because, again, I don't fit the social norm, or so I don't think I do, with my choice of body modifications. My navel piercing, like, I don't know what like caused me to want to get it done, but I thought about it and I was like, that's a piercing that, like, not a lot of straight guys at least have, you know. Automatically people will probably assume that I'm gay, or fuck, who cares, let them think that, you know, whatever. I know I'm straight and I'm totally comfortable with my sexuality, and yeah, a little piece of metal in my navel is not going to, you know, make me suddenly be attracted to guys, you know, or whatever. So, yeah, so anyways, that's the point of this video. Just a small rant on you people who practice body modification and talk down to other people who do something that you consider to be too extreme. Everybody should be open-minded. when it comes to those of us who practice body modification. It's like we're a family and we need to stick together, and we shouldn't be pointing fingers and you know, calling each other names and all that bad stuff. So yeah, that's all. I'm not trying to offend anybody with this video, but I just wanted to, if you are one of the people who have talked about body modification and mentioned XYZs to extreme, think about what you're saying. That's all I'm talking about. You know, where do you draw that line? And yeah, watch what you say, because you might sound kind of stupid saying you agree with something except for this, you know. Let's love everybody and love everything within our own subculture, because sometimes we're all we have. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.